Hey YouTube, how's it going? So this is gonna be my first video. I had a friend of mine who told me I should probably be doing this, and so people could see and have the same problems that I've had before. I like to build cars and build motorcycles. I like to work on them. Now I'm not a crazy builder or anything like that, right? I'm like a YouTube builder. I lick things up and then I try to do them myself and just see how I do. So I figured, why not? Maybe you guys are running through the same issues I am. So currently I'm working on a 95 Softail that I've been building slowly. The last bike I actually built, the only thing I don't know how to do is kind of weld, which I'm trying to learn, was I built me a 2002 Honda Shadow and built it into a bobber. Pretty cool build, looked good. I'll try to post some pictures or some videos of it next time. But I'm currently working on a 95 Softail. So that's what it looks like. All right, it's coming out real good, coming out real nice. Got the fishtail pipes, nice cholo, California style. So the issue that I was having with this bike was a lot of electrical issues right now so far because of the previous owner. So I was riding the motorcycle and the bike died on me one day. And so when it died, I couldn't figure out what the hell was wrong with it, right? So I never worked on a Harley too much. So I've been learning by trial and error. And the first thing that happened was obviously the bike died. So I had to get it jumped, and then some reason it worked and I made it all the way to the house. And so when I was riding to the house, I figured out that the knob, right? So you guys see that? The knob that's here, right, was kind of loose. So every time I would tap it, it would kind of flutter. The lights would flutter back and forth. And so I figured that that was an issue. Maybe the 6 pins that are on there was an issue causing it or something. So I took it apart when I finally got home, figured out that one of the power wires that actually gives it power when you flip it on had popped loose. It's a 25-year-old bike, so, or 20-something-year-old bike. I don't know. Don't quote me. I'm not good at math. It's pretty crappy. So it popped loose and I had to redo it. So once I redid it, I tightened up the bike, checked everything else, make sure nothing else was wrong. I took off on another ride maybe like a week later, and during that week when I was actually riding, again the bike died on me. So it died on the side of the road, and this time it just wouldn't kick over. So I had power, I had everything, and then wouldn't kick over for some reason. So don't know what was going on. Checked the battery, checked everything. I didn't have tools on me, right? So I had to tow it home. Once I towed it home, I went to click it on, no lights, right? I had no lights, I had no power, I had nothing on the bike. So I had to troubleshoot it, right? I had to troubleshoot and try to figure out what the hell is wrong with the bike. So you might be having these same electrical issues or something around those lines. Now I know from the 80s up until I want to say 2000s, right? They had circuit breakers on the bikes. They didn't really have anything else. From the looks of it, the wiring harness doesn't have any fuses all the way even to the rear fender. Couldn't find anything. Might be wrong. I'll have to double check, but right. So this is what I looked at. So you should have circuit breakers that are here, 3 of them, right? They're 12 volt 15A, so that's what it uses. And what I ended up doing was I had to figure out, like I said, what was wrong with the issue. So I had no lights whatsoever would turn on and the bike wouldn't kick over. So you might be having those same issues. And then I finally figured out kind of how to jump it, right? Because you had to look at the diagram, the schematics of how wiring shit works, which sucked. So I had to look it up, and I figured out that I could probably jump the lights from another circuit breaker, because I figured the circuit breaker was acting, because I kept getting clicking noises, right? It was just click, click, click. So long story short, right, took off the bad circuit breaker that I think is bad, and then I thought I fixed everything and it wasn't, so I just re-jumped everything. So now I have lights, right? I have power, I have lights, so you can see it turns on, right? I got lights, I can control it from here if I want to or whatever, or control the top, right? So I have lights and everything, but the issue that I was having as well was the fact that my turn signals would work, but none of the other lights would kind of kick over. So I was kind of bummed out about it. And so what I did was I bought, one of these. You can buy them at the automotive store. And I just started probing around. So this is what it would look like. So I'm going to try to hold it, see if you guys can see. All right, so right. So it has power, right? That has power. I don't know if you can see it. It's clicking. That has power. That has power, right? That has power. So it took me a while to kind of figure out slowly, because you have to diagnose and try to figure out what's the issue. So the issue that I'm having right now is the fact that the neutral won't come on, nor will the oil light. So if you look underneath, right, I wish you guys could see it. It's really crappy, and you guys can't. So underneath, right, you're gonna have your ground that connects to that as well, but you're also gonna have that connects to like the bulbs from what it looks like. So it looks like I'm gonna have to replace that, but good news, right? All I did was I just moved a couple wires to the other circuit breaker. I bought a different size circuit breaker, about a 20 amp one, just to see if it had more power so that I can be able to kind of control it, or just how to blow shit up, you know. I don't fucking know, whatever. So I put it on, got it going. So the bike kicks over, lights turn on. That's all I care about right now. I can try to fix that issue later, but maybe if you're having those type of issues, I would suggest you check your circuit breakers and start from the top and then work your way back, or work your way back to the front. So I checked the battery, make sure everything was good first, everything was solid. But yeah, hopefully this helps, because I couldn't find anything online showing that, like, you know, that same issue where I had lights that were that wouldn't turn on, and my turn signals would work but nothing else would kick on. So all I did was I found the wire it's blue wire that connects to all the lights, and I just hooked that up to the negative on the circuit breaker, tightened that back up, and puppy started right up. And then for the power, all I did was I found which one was the actual power wire, right, which is going to be this one here. From on mine, you might have it different. I just have it this way set up. It's the way I like it. But power ground is going to be on this one, so it might be corroded, it might be fucked up, or it might have came loose, and that's the reason behind it. But like I said, just turn it on, and you be hopefully that kind of gets your bike going. So short video, maybe it helps, maybe it doesn't. Just let me know if you guys want to see more of this shit that I'm doing myself. Just let me know.